So you've been searching all over the internet and you're just trying to find a free tutorial to teach you how to digitize for embroidery. Well, you found the right channel. Hey, my name is Anthony from Rocket Prints, and thanks for watching this video. On this channel, I provide you walkthrough tutorials from graphic design to digitizing images for heat pressing t-shirts and embroidery. Today we're going to take this image that I purchased off of the Etsy shop and we are going to make a Christmas themed sweater. So stick around to the very end to get the full benefit to this tutorial. And if you find value in this video, please give me a thumbs up as it's going to help support my channel out tremendously. So today we're taking this themed image and we are going to embroider it using a Nike symbol. We're going to take out the eye of Nike and we're going to add this image into the middle section to give it that unique design for this holiday sweater. So today I'm going to show you how to take a simple PNG file, place it into your embroidery file and digitize it. I'm going to show you how to use the complex fill and then also how to create borders around the font. And we're going to see how this one comes out for this holiday design, and then we're going to finalize it and embroider it onto a green sweater. So with that, let's go and get this started. All right guys, and welcome back. So this is the image that I'm going to be working with. It is actually the Christmas Grinch heart embroidery design, and it was custom made by Trendy Prints. Okay, so if you want to follow along with this tutorial, you can actually support your local Etsy shop owners to help them drive their business to success. And we are going to be using this one. So download this image. It is a fair price. I think it was like $3, and you can make some cool designs using this design. And let's go ahead and go to Canva now. So what we're going to do in Canva is we are going to actually use some kind of snow illustrations, okay? And I'm going to use that to create the snow effect falling over the Nike symbol. And if you don't have Canva, download it now. It's free. If you do want all the cool illustrations, you have to pay a small fee, but I can tell you right now, it is worth it to try Canva and pay for that fee, because you can find great designs and you can use them for your benefit to help you increase sales. So what I did is I went to, we're going to click on here and we'll go to elements under graphics, and I'm going to use these three features right here. So this one I found, and you can just copy, take a picture of this: snow caps, snowballs, and snow drifts. I'm going to use that one. I'm also going to use snow caps and snowballs, snow drifts template, and then last one we're going to use sharp icicle illustrations. So those three I'm going to use for this design. Okay, all right, so now let's get out of that and let's go ahead and go to my embroidery software. Now if you're using a different type of software, don't panic, because all the elements are the same. They just might be named a little bit different, but we're still going to use the main components, which is complex fill and the steel tool. And just to let you know, there is actually a satin stitch. Those are the main three that you use in any embroidery software. Okay, again, it might be named a little bit different, but the main name of those elements are the same: complex fill, steel, satin stitch. All right, so for this one, what I did is I brought in this PNG file after I downloaded it from Canva, created it into a PNG. What I did using Chroma Lux, this is the software that I'm using, I went to my backdrop tool, which is this one, and I selected it and I brought in the image. All right, and then from here, what we're going to do, we also changed it. We reduced the size to a 3x3. Now in Canva, you can do that too. You can create your canvas board. You can actually create the size of the image and then download it, and you don't have to make these adjustments into your embroidery software. All right, so what is a complex fill? This is what we're going to be using for this feature. If you never digitized before, just to give you a quick demonstration and kind of a definition from my own definition. All right, this is what a complex fill does. Basically, you're taking a pen and paper and you're tracing your image. All right, and once you meet from your start to finish the 2 points on your keyboard, you're going to hit enter and it's going to fill in the whole design for you. Okay, very simple, very cool feature to work with, and it does wonders for you when you're creating your own embroidery. All right. So stop paying other digitizers to do your embroidery when you can charge your customers for that digitizing fee. All right. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to select our complex fill, and I'm just going to pick anywhere in particular. I'm not looking at any special place. All right. Let's go here. We'll start from this corner up here, and then we're just going to bring it down right there. And we're going to click up once, and in Chroma, if you hold your control key down, it'll start following the bends for you. All right. This software is very cool, very smart. All right. And I'll show you real quick. Let's get a better view. So if I click here and I click, you see how I'm clicking away from the line? Watch this. It hugged it, right? So that's what it does. And that's when you hold your control key, it gives it that, it follows that image perfectly. All right, so you get that real effect when you're actually doing your embroidery. Now, I'm just clicking away. I'm not stopping anywhere special. If you're following along, this is what I'm doing. And if you are clicking anywhere else besides what I'm doing, don't worry, you're doing it right. Trust me, you are. Okay. And digitizing does take patience. Okay. You know, you're going to mess up, and sometimes you're going to mess up in the middle of your design, and you're going to have to start all over again. Those are the growing pains for digitizing, unfortunately. But you get better, and you obtain a skill, and before you know it, you can be doing a lot of complex fills. All right, images for yourself. All right, so here what I'm going to do is I'm releasing my control key so I can get this straight line going up, because if you hold your control key and you do this, it's going to create a bend around here, and then you're going to have to go back and fix it. All right, so I'm just going to click once so it's straight, and then I'm going to hold my control key down again. All right. Okay, I'm going to let go, get that fine line right there, and hold my control key again. All right, and it looks like we're coming close to the end here, and I'm just going to click once, and then I'm going to hit release my keyboard, my control key, I mean. Hit it, make sure I meet the 2 points, and then watch the magic. I'm just going to hit enter. Boom. All right. And that's the way your icicle is going to look. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it into a white image. So I'm just going to click on the number 1 since it's already on color number 1, and you're going to get prompt your color board, your palettes, and then I'm just going to click white, and I'm going to click OK, and there it is. So my first image is done. All right, so now let's go ahead and go to our select again, and what it's doing right now, it's telling you you can only select one image at a time. All right, so let's get out of this real quick. Let's move this bad boy right there, and then let's go ahead and go to our select again, and we're going to delete that one, and we are going to select our new image. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. All right, we're going to change this to 3 since I didn't do that earlier, so now I got to redo all this stuff. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use our complex fill again. We'll just click around it, all right, and try to create something. Okay, all right, and I'm holding my control key to get those bends. Now, see this part right here, how it's turning? I don't want to release my keyboard, my control key. I just want it to follow the bends right here. Okay. All right. And that one was fairly easy. Okay, we're just going to hover over that node, click enter, boom, and it's already on the white. Okay, so that's number 2. And then now what we're going to do is we're just going to select it again. Select, and we're going to delete that image, and we're going to go ahead and select one more time, and we're going to bring in our last image here, which is going to be this one. All right, and let's go. Now that one I did right. I actually did that one right. I did a 2.5. Okay, so let's go ahead and move these bad boys right here. Let's move that right there. And let's go to, all right, let's go bring these over here, and then let's bring this one over here. Okay, and let's follow along here. Complex fill, take a spot, we'll just take right there. I'm just holding my control key on this one, not letting go at all. And I'm just clicking away, just clicking away. I just had to release that one right there because there was a sharp point there. All right, and we are almost done, coming to the end here. We're going to meet the two nodes, and we're just going to hit enter. Boom skis. All right, now we are done with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and select our image, and we can delete that one. And we got those three right there. Perfect. Okay, so we'll just put those up there to the side. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our text. Okay, pop that bad boy right there, and then I have this one on Arial Applique because this is what we're going to be using, but we're also going to change it into a complex fill. So let's click on that, and what we're going to do is we're going to, once we used our text prompt in here, we're going to type in Nike. So all I'm going to do is just say N space K capital E, and I'm going to hit enter, apply. All right. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we are going to right click, and we're going to break text apart. Okay, and then from here we're going to right click again, and we are going to change this into a complex fill. We're going to convert to complex fill. Same with this one, convert to complex fill, and this one. Okay, so now I converted it into a complex fill, so that way I can create the border around it. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to change these colors to red. So we're going to assign them to color number 2. All right, so I'm just going to go up here to my commands tool, and I'm going to see where it says color. I'm going to change that to color number 2, and I'm going to hit apply. This one, and I'm going to hold my control key, and I'm going to select them both, and I'm going to change that to color number 2. All right. Okay. And then what we're going to do now is we are going to create a border. Now, how do you create a border? Are you simply going to do in Chroma Lux? You just right click and you go to utilities and you create border. Now, if you don't have this feature, what you can do is you can go to your steel tool. Okay. And we'll just take this. You can just draw like you're doing with the complex fill. You're just going to draw here. You're going to grab all the corners. Okay, you're going to do that here, 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 and then bring it all the way to the top, and then you're going to hit enter, and it created a border for you. Okay, and then the width, you can either change it, keep it on 3, or you can change it. All right, that's how you use it if you don't have Chroma Lux, you don't have that extra feature. Okay, so what I'm going to do, since I have that feature in Chroma Lux, I'm just going to simply click on it, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to hit utilities and create a border. Okay, do the same thing here. Utilities, create border, utilities, create border. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that they're separated, right? So I'm going to ungroup and click these two, and I'm going to ungroup them. All right, and now your borders are separate. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to change our border to the color pink. So we're going to go to commands, and we're going to assign that color number 3. Okay, and then we're going to change that to pink. So let's just give it flamingo pink. Boom. We'll click this one, and we'll click that one, and we'll give it number 3, and they are changed. Okay, Perfect. And that's how you do it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take our first icicle. Since it's in back of it, we're gonna have to order this to the back, order the N to the back so we can get the icicle. Okay. All right, and then we'll just we'll make it a little bit smaller here. Okay, and then we're gonna go with this one right here. We'll bring that bad boy down, and we're gonna zoom that one just like that. Perfect. Let's try to bring it a little bit over. All right. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste. We're going to take these two. We're going to do Control C, Control V, and we're going to bring these bad boys over here. All right, and we're going to have to do the same thing again. We're going to have to order this to the back. Okay, and then we'll just bring this bad boy over here. All right, and then we're going to do this one. We'll just Control C, Control V, and we're going to have to order that to the back, and we'll just straighten that one out. Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add a Nike symbol. So I had to go to Google, okay, and I typed in Nike symbol PNG, and then we'll just take one like this one. All right, and then what I did was went to Canva and I brought this in and I just hit background remover, okay, and then I downloaded it, hit share, hit download, transparent, and brought that bad boy in, okay. And then what we did now is we went back and brought it in as a PNG file, and I hit select and brought in my Nike symbol in here, okay. And then we're just going to reduce that. We'll do 2.5, bring that in, okay. And we're going to have to trace that one as well. Okay, so that's what I did. We are going to use our complex fill, and we're going to lighten this up because I really want to see exactly where my thread is. So what I did was click here, go back to my backdrop tool, and we're going to shade this lighter. Okay, so we can see. All right, and then we'll just click on here, and we are going to go to our complex fill, and we'll just take this one here. We'll start here. Okay, and I'm just holding my control key. Boom, boom. All right, then I'm just gonna go all the way to the top, and I'm not holding my control key no more, and follow along. Okay, hold my control key, get these bends, and release, and hit enter. All right, okay, and then what we're gonna do is we are gonna change that color. So we're gonna click on it, and we're gonna assign it to color number 2. Okay, and then we're going to right click, and we are going to create a border around it. Okay, and then we're going to separate them. That's already separated, so all we need to do is just assign it to color number 3, and there we go. All right, and then we're going to take that one, and we're just going to bring it up a little bit. All right, and then we'll go ahead and select our image so we can delete that one, and then we're going to bring that bad boy right over here. Oops. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll bring in this one now, bring that down here, and we're going to make that convert that to the back. Well, let's group this one together, this and this. Let's group them together so they don't move, and then we're going to order that to the back. Okay, and we'll just fit it in here, zoom it down a little bit. What we'll do is we're going to click the border. We're going to make the border to the front. Perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this, We're just going to straighten this out a little bit, and we'll bring it down some. Perfect. All right. And we'll just keep it just like that. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our image. All right, so now I got my image in, and what we're going to do now is we're just going to click on it, and we are going to insert this bad boy right there. And look at how cool that looks. And that is it. See how cool that looks? Just adding those simple features is going to give it that more creative look to your design. Okay, so with that, let's go and take this to the embroidery machine, and I'll see you guys in the back. And there you go, guys. Hope y'all liked this video. And if you did, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. You have a blessed week and a blessed day. And we'll see you guys back on my next video next week. And peace.